Scott, Jeff, and Elliot. Budget Arcade! Hello and welcome to Budget Arcade, a free-to-play gaming podcast to help you navigate through the growing realm of free-to-play games. My name is Jeff.
I'm Elliot. Can't get rid of me. Still here.
Yep.
They're trying.
Yeah, I guess. I got nowhere to go with that. So, we are a podcast dedicating to reviewing a free-to-play game every other week, and on these off weeks, myself and Elliot, give you a few recommendations, maybe tell you about some sales, yada, yada, yada. We've done this before. Elliot, why don't you start?
Yeah, I really haven't played a lot of new stuff this week. Still trudging along with Animal Crossing. I'm getting close to the end of Animal Crossing, I think. I've put in... I don't know what's not an embarrassing amount of time. I think I'm at like 110 hours.
That's not too bad.
It's really not. I have a good friend. She's at 270, which is a lot.
Listen, I don't consider that sort of thing pathetic because you think about the money you're saving. You spent $60 on a video game.
Oh yeah.
So,
and my wife's playing it, so we've really gotten our money's worth out of it. But I feel like my time is coming to a close. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart. I was trying to finally finish up getting the 3 stars on all the tracks. And the game that you're going to talk about a lot, I purchased Streets of Rage 4, but I have not played it yet. And I purchased it because it is 10% off, I think, through the 6th. Is that right?
Well, so I'm just going to dive right in then, since you brought it up. Streets of Rage 4 came out on Thursday. It is on Switch, PS4, Xbox, and I believe PC. It's almost certainly on PC. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing about PC. It's available on Steam, and it's available on GOG. But if you buy it on GOG, you do not get multiplayer. Online multiplayer. If you get it through Steam, you get online multiplayer. So keep that in mind if you're going to buy it for PC.
The thing about GOG, though, if you buy the GOG one, you get it DRM free. So there's that counterpoint. Because that's the whole...
Sure.
That's probably the reason they're not letting you play online like that.
Probably.
But GOG only sells DRM free games. So that's the other part to keep in your brain. Okay, now, if you don't want to spend money and you own an Xbox and you have an Xbox Game Pass subscription, it is on Game Pass. Day one, they put it on there. I downloaded it. I've beaten it twice with Jason from Film Soliloquy. I love this game. I've played it so much already, and I'm not done. I'm amazed how much I like it. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy it because of Streets of Rage, and I'm a Sega boy. But holy cow, is it better than I thought it'd be.
To me, initially, I was a little hesitant on purchasing it because the art didn't look Streets of Rage enough for me. But the reviews sold me on this game. I haven't played it yet, but I purchased it because of the reviews.
Yeah. So, not only... I love the art in this. And I can see what you're saying. It's not Streets of Rage enough. It's not pixel art. Right. And I'm a big pixel art guy, but I think the art's really nice looking. It's by this Lizard Cube who did the Monster Boy games, those remakes, which I didn't really like those, but I didn't like the original Monster Boy to begin with, so whatever. They made this game though, and it's taken... I just thought it was going to be another Streets of Rage, but they've added so many awesome mechanics and things that make me want to keep playing, like each of the characters plays differently. And, don't they all? Like, they have different combos in the older games, but the way you play a character in this matters. There's faster characters, there's power characters, and there's stuff in between. And the 5 core are specifically to this game fighters, because you can unlock older versions of the fighters from the previous games, and they play just like their counterparts, which doesn't really work that well. Like, I did it. I'm like, oh, that's cool that it's here, but largely all the fun is playing as the existing characters, mastering combos, and then mastering combos with a friend. Like, the co-op on this is so good. You can turn off friendly fire, which I highly recommend doing. But, like, so Jason was playing as his power character, and he had this arm that could reach out and grab him and pull him in. But when they're on the ground, you can't do that. But I had this character that has a guitar, and I can slam the guitar into the ground that forces the body in the air, and he can reach out and grab him. And there's just so many ways to combo things, and the way you, like, the difficulty is like perfect for me. Like, the normal mode difficulty on our first playthrough was tough. Like, we had a hard time. But we're on our second playthrough, and like, why was this so hard the first time? So it has that, to me, that's like the perfect level of difficulty, when it's tough at first, but you learn. And the game at times feels cheap. But once you learn, like, there was a boss we were pulling our hair out over, and then I noticed a pattern. I'm like, oh, that's the pattern, and we followed it and we beat him. I love this game, and I think you're really going to enjoy it, Elliot, and especially if you do get a chance to play with a friend, because it's a co-op masterpiece. And I told you before we started recording, this may be the best beat 'em up I've ever played.
That excites me.
It's trumping like Turtles in Time, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. To me, this is, and again, and it could be, months down the road, I look back and don't feel that way, but I don't think so. Because to me, this game is the evolution of the genre that it's desperately needed for a long time, because the beat 'em up has kind of, you get some things like Castle Crashers came out, and that was pretty good. I didn't like it that much, but a lot of people liked it because it had RPG elements and stuff. And then, of course, Scott Pilgrim's fantastic.
Yeah,
but you can't play
Scott
it anymore.
All right, so questions about the game. How long did it take you to beat it the first time?
I want to say maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, which is pretty solid.
And then 2 the second run through.
Okay.
But there's a lot to go back and do. There's secrets. Okay. I was so proud of myself because Jason and I were playing, and I accidentally found a secret level just by,
very cool.
I don't want to spoil it, but I was like, I wonder what happens if I do this with this. Just kind of my brain thinking, and I did it, and then we found a secret level. It's so good. So,
how long do you think it would take to unlock everything?
A long time. If you're talking, unlocking the characters, I don't think will take too long. But largely, other than there's one character who's one of the main characters that was made specifically for Streets of Rage 4.
Right. There's 2 new ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the girl with the guitar is so awesome. I love it. And one of the things I love about it is the fighting feels so satisfying.
That's good.
They throw a knife at you and you can grab it out of the air and throw it back, or intercept them. Like the power characters feel powerful, and the fast characters feel like ninjas, and it just gives you that feedback you need to really be having fun with it. And it's not something you can describe, really. You just have to play it and notice how much fun you're having. And the times that me or Jason go, ooh, because we hit someone in a certain way that looks so cool. Nice. It's just masterfully designed by people who love the originals, but also didn't stick too hard to the formula.
Right.
It feels like Streets of Rage. All that stuff's there, but they knew they could innovate and elevate the genre, which I think this game does.
That's good. I am really excited. Like I said, I've kind of gotten to the point in my life where I really wait for reviews about games I'm not sure of, and all of the reviews were incredibly positive. So I am excited to dive into it sometime this week, hopefully.
Yeah, I was hesitant just because I love this original series so much.
I did too.
previously, like, Sega Genesis was my system. I still have my copies of Streets of Rage, but they nailed it. Like, I don't know if you were a Sonic fan, but you know how if you played Sonic Mania, you're like, oh, they finally got it.
Right.
It's like that. It's that kind of love letter to the series.
Very cool. Very cool.
I could go on and on.
Yeah, yeah. So have you been playing anything else?
Nope.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's great.
I've been playing Nuclear Throne on my Switch, and which is a game I played 1,000 hours of probably by now, and that's not an exaggeration. It's an action roguelike. It's not on sale, and it almost never goes on sale. But if I'm just listening to a podcast or music and I want something to do with all my other senses, I pull up Nuclear Throne. It's arcadey, it's really hard, and it's really satisfying to play, but that's just been something I play while I listen to podcasts or do something else. But pretty much Streets of Rage since it came out on Thursday, have been the only thing I'm playing.
Nice. I'm going to have to dive in then. I'll have to dive in this week and hopefully come back with an opinion. Well, the only other thing I have this month is we're at the beginning of the month, so I have the PlayStation Plus games. Now, originally, the rumor was we were going to get Dying Light and Dark Souls Remastered. That was a pretty heavy rumor that was going around, and I was a little excited because I have not played Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah. However, we did not get Dark Souls Remastered or Dying Light. We have Cities Skylines, which is phenomenal. I have that on PC, and I absolutely love it. And Farming Simulator 19, which I have not played. I'm not really a big farming simulator in that sense. I'm more of a Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing guy. But you can tell that this month they definitely tried to cater to the Animal Crossing fans with their versions of Animal Crossing, I guess. City Skylines is a great city building game. It's kind of a knockoff of like SimCities and Civilization in a sense. It's a couple of genres kind of merged in together, but I've put in probably 70 to 80 hours of City Skylines on the PC, and I really enjoyed it. So I don't know how it performs on PlayStation. I'm always kind of weird with console controllers with games like that, but it has really good reviews. Like I said, it's great on PC. I absolutely love it. I actually got it as a gift from a friend and ended up buying it for another friend as a gift because I enjoyed it so much. So I at least recommend City Skylines on PC. It's probably pretty good on PlayStation. I know nothing about Farming Simulator. I know some people really get into that genre, so if that's your genre, you'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't imagine the disappointment because I think Dark Souls is about as far away as you can get. Farming Simulator.
I was super stoked because I have Dark Souls on the 360, and I haven't played it in forever. And I thought, man, this will be fun to like spend some time actually like doing this again. And I just maybe next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of people online who were upset. It was kind of funny to see the tears.
Where did those rumors come from? That's not Sony's fault.
No, it was from a guy who had, I guess the last couple of months had been like, who had actually leaked the previous games accurately. So,
it makes me wonder if they changed them. But
yeah, the article I have right in front of me says this disappointment was prompted by one of the worst received months ever. So, I bet next month they're going to give us something pretty good to hopefully make up for that. But
yeah, don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Aside from the absolute poop bomb you got on PlayStation, we also got a poop bomb over on the Xbox One. We got V-Rally 4, if you like racing games. I don't care. Warhammer 40K Inquisitor, which I think is like a Diablo-like, but I honestly don't know and don't care. On the Xbox 360, we got Sensible World of Soccer, which is don't care. And Overlord 2, which I hear actually might not be a bad
Overlord 2 is pretty good, yeah.
Largely, there's not anything. I've actually gotten to the point with these free games where I won't even bother getting them when they're free because I just don't want them in my inventory. I don't want a rally game in my inventory because I'm never going to play it.
Yeah, I'm that way too. But Free is free.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like Sensible World of Soccer. I don't really like it.
But, I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
Different people. It's kind of this retro style soccer game, but
okay.
I played it a couple times and did not enjoy it because I think it might have been free before or was on Game Pass or something, but yeah, that's a pass. So this is the end of the episode for us. We're going to give you back some of your day. And just want to say that our music is provided by Stimmage, at least the outro music. Hey there, this is Editing Room Jeff. I noticed that I said that the music on the outro was by Stimmage, but the music during the opening song, the actual guitars and the good parts of the music were by Stimmage as well. I did not make that part. I just did the bad growling and terrible lyrics. Anyway, just wanted to give credit where it was due and make sure that you knew that I have no musical talent. I think I've laid that to rest now. Back to past me. As the intro music is the last one I've recorded, and I don't know if I have any more ideas for it. Also, in that I just say the words Scott, Jeff, and Elliot, but obviously we have Mark now. But I recorded that like a month ago, so next song I'll include his name if he wants it, or
it would be good if you
no
could
thanks.
A redub of and Mark.
No. That's effort. I don't want to go back and edit it. It's already done. It's cut. I just throw it in. Anyway, we want to thank you for listening. You can find us on the internet at Budget Arcade on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/Budget Arcade, and of course, Facebook.com/Budget Arcade. Did I say?
You sure did, my friend. Twice.
What did I? Okay,
leave it in. It's great.
Yeah, that's good podcasting. Also, www.budgetarcade.com. See you in 2 weeks.
Take it easy.